Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like one, just simply check out the description. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Hi. Tarot is a tool. It's not the final rule. Just have an empty cup when you are on this channel and you want to really see what's up, okay? Tell a family, friend, or foe you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. Today we're talking to the zodiac sign of Capricorn, sun, moon, or rise, or any placement in your birth chart, okay? All are welcome here, okay? Sometimes people just go off of energy when they listen to different reads, okay? And maybe you're one of those people. So hello there. First card we have for Capricorn is sublimation, spiritual magic, okay? This is the ability for a solid to go directly to change its form. This represents a transformation. This represents, for example, a solid changing directly into a gas, okay? Not even going into liquid form, but something solid, such as this crystal, this blue apatite transforming into by blowing it into a gas, something that's in the air, okay? Bypassing the liquid process, okay? So that's what sublimation means, okay? And it says spiritual magic. And so Capricorn, spirit is clearly saying to you that you withhold lots of magic within yourself. Maybe you are someone who feel that you don't know enough when it comes to spirituality. This is something you're telling yourself, okay? And Spirit is saying that when it comes to knowing thyself, working on self-elevation, lurking, lurking. There's someone lurking in your energy. So maybe you've been feeling or thinking that maybe you don't know enough about spirituality. The word lurking just popped up. So there could be someone lurking in your energy, someone possibly projecting their energy towards you, Capricorn. So this feeling or sensation of you feeling like maybe you're interested in spirituality, maybe you're interested in studying or getting to know more about the metaphysical world, okay? And you feel inferior, you're feeling intimidated. Capricorn, Spirit is saying this is not your energy. Okay, you are very wise, you're very smart, Capricorn, and you are fully capable and able to accomplish and embark on any journey that your heart desire. And so if you have been feeling inferior or feeling kind of anxious or indecisive, maybe you want to do something one minute and the next minute you don't, and you're like, I don't know what's going on, but I just feel kind of off. That is someone around you projecting this energy onto you. So Spirit is saying you could have people around you who see your light. They see how intelligent you are, and they also see that you have a piquing interest. You have interest in knowing more. You have a understanding that there is more than what meets the human eye. And you have an interest and a passion to learn and grow and get to develop yourself and learn about these things. So Spirit is saying the people around you, it's not you, Capricorn. This is the people around you who feel inferior towards you. They feel intimidated when it comes to you, Capricorn, because this is who you are. You are powerful. Even if you're saying, I don't feel this way, Capricorn, this is what they see. This is you. This is what they see, that you're powerful, that you're magical, that there are many layers to you, okay? And that you're very intrigued to learn more. And let me tell you, I can tell you this from personal experience, and many other people, I'm pretty sure, will confirm, okay? In life, doesn't matter who you are, Capricorn, or what your zodiac is, whenever you show interest that you are desiring to learn more or move forward, think out of the box, push the envelope. There's going to be people who want you to sit down when you want to stand up. When you're talking about progress, somebody's going to want you to degress. Okay, when you're talking about moving forward, somebody's going to look at you like, why do you want to move forward? Why don't you just want to do what everybody else doing? I don't know. Why are you trying to learn stuff? Why you want to read a book? Because that's what Capricorn loves to do. Capricorn loves to learn, loves to grow. Do not dim your light for anyone. You do not have to change who you are. You just have to be mindful of the people you are allowing yourself to be around. And in this world, it's sad to say, but it is true. Many people are loners. They spend time alone. It doesn't mean that they are sad or depressed, because the more you develop your self-worth, your true nature, you stand in your authenticity, you will learn that having the ability to be alone is the most powerful thing and powerful gift that a person can develop within themselves. Because when you are alone, you are able to fine tune your spirituality, fine tune your connection to source, to spirit, to you, to your higher self, to your passions, to your goals, who you are, your existence. Okay. And you're able to also as well, something about cleansing your aura as well. And see, the things that we have learned, as you move forward on your path, Capricorn, you may also be finding that there's a lot of necessary unlearning to be done. Spirit is saying for you to be patient with yourself and allow the unlearning to be done. And as you begin to allow these things to unfold, meaning you stepping into the truth, of your existence, this is a you process. It's between you and source. It's between you and your higher self. It's between you and your contract that you're here to fulfill, your destiny, your path. And Spirit wants you to make it your own. Your life and your mission does not have to look like anyone else's. It is okay not to follow trends, as we're finding worldwide on the television that what you have been following and what you think is valuable holds no value at all. I mean, some of us always knew it, okay? Those group of people who maybe got laughed at because they didn't wear name brands, or, they didn't hang with the crowd, those people are fine right now, because all their life they've probably been teased and picked on because they didn't have a certain kind of shoe. They didn't have a designer bag. How much that cost. And they probably was the person to maybe wear items from a thrift store. They probably was the person more likely to shop where the clothes were reasonable and cheap. Okay, so those group of people right now in the world, they're not feeling like the materialistic ones, like the ones who felt that, if they shop in a certain place, or if they wore labels from head to toe, that they were more valuable than someone else, or it made them look and feel a certain way, which was an illusion. It's okay to live the life you desire. What I mean with that message. But material wealth is illusional gain. It will never, ever sustain or suit the soul. It's superficial. And so you're at a place and space in your life, speaking of layers of skin, superficial, okay, where you want to go deep. You're ready to go deeper. You're ready to learn more. So do not allow the projection of these people around you, Capricorn, to deter you or disturb your mood. Don't disturb this groove. I don't know who's saying that. But Spirit is saying, don't let nobody disturb your groove or your mood, Capricorn. That energy is not yours. You're not insecure. You don't feel inferior. You're ready to go further, and the people around you are afraid of your success. That's what this is about. Congratulations, Capricorn. You're on your way. So Spirit is saying it's going to come to a point where you're going to have to decide whether or not you're going to change your environment, meaning change the people you allow in your environment. It's going to come to a point. Okay, you're going to put those down. It's going to come to a point you're going to have to make a decision, Are you going to let go of these people who are projecting negative energy? You cannot control other people. You can only control yourself, but that's not your energy. Possibly you want to work on doing some spiritual cleaning, and do it consistently, whether this is your home, your car, your bedroom, whatever your situation is. Maybe you are living with some people, okay? Maybe you only have a bedroom that you can control the cleanness of. Well, Spirit is saying, open the window, let the sun shine in. Maybe you want to do some smudging. Maybe you want to read some verses, do some chanting, whatever works for you. And also do some spiritual baths, some spiritual washes, okay? You can do spiritual washes on the crown, on the feet, okay? All right. And so, yeah, make sure you're drinking plenty of water as well. Capricorn, you're preparing to go through a spiritual awakening. Okay. Spiritual awakenings happen constantly and consistently throughout our whole path and journey. It does not happen just one time. Just like learning does not end, it does not happen at a certain age point, you know. I've heard people, and I'm pretty sure you have too, Capricorn, say, I'm so and so years old. That doesn't mean nothing. The learning is continuously. We are constantly in the energy of evolution. Everything is constantly changing as it should be. And so if things are constantly in the energy of change, that means more things are being developed day by day, minute by minute, second by second. But Spirit wants you to know that is not your energy. People are afraid of your greatness, Capricorn. The first card we have here is the Nine of Wands, okay? I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords, not Wands, the Nine of Swords. Okay, the Nine of Swords indicates you may be stricken by fear or anxiety, but this may be all in your head. Look at God. Look, Capricorn. I didn't know these cards was going to come out. You just seen me shuffle. I did not fix these cards. I just gave you the message and I grabbed the deck and I shuffled them. And look at this. The Nine of Swords indicate you may be stricken by fear or anxiety. I said that at the beginning and I told you it's not your energy. It's an illusion, right? But this may be all in your head. You may be worrying about a situation a little too much when in reality it isn't as bad as you think. Capricorn. Whatever it is you are desiring, Spirit is saying go for it. You don't need permission. Keep your business to yourself. Keep your future plans to yourself. You're going to have to move with wisdom, move in silence, and do not allow anyone to block you or stop you. Okay? But you're going to have to, if you are in a situation, you are living with someone, maybe you are renting a room or their basement, whatever your situation is, it's okay. Everybody are at different stages. Do not let that stop you or block you. Do not let that make you feel, oh, I don't have enough. I can't do this. Oh, I don't have the right incense. I can't burn them. That's for somebody. Okay, maybe somebody is stuck on having particular brands of things. That's coming up a lot. We need to stop being, I guess because that's what's going on in the world, okay? Spirit is conveying a lot of that in my messages. Tell them to let the brands go. They now know the truth. Let it all go. You know, when it comes to clothing, jewelry, everything, you know, it isn't what you thought, okay? The truth is here. Now move forward, but don't allow these people or this person or your situation, circumstances to block you. It is okay to do you. Maybe you want to put an altar up and maybe you can't put an altar up because you live with someone. Put one on your windowsill. You know, start you an altar outside. There's a lot of things you can do. Okay. You can also create a travel size portable altar and carry it with you in your pocket. There's all kinds of things you can do. Okay. Be innovative, get creative. Okay. Maybe they don't want you burning sage in their house. Okay. Well, there are some herbs you can put down, okay, in your room or in whatever space that you're renting from them. You don't have to burn nothing. You know, there's always more than one way to meet your goal, Capricorn. The energy you've been feeling, number one, it's not yours. It's an illusion. And you got people afraid of your success. They're afraid of how powerful you are. Sublimation. Transforming from a solid to a gas, bypassing the process of even forming into a liquid. That is magic. That is magic. And look how she's levitating out of her own body. Having that out-of-body experience. Magic. Okay? Some of us go through this process and don't even know what's happening. We don't know what it is. That's another video. Somebody grab an aspirin or something and say, I need to lay down. And that's when it really goes down. Spiritually speaking. The next card that we have here is the Three of Wands. It says, after the planning period of the Two of Wands, it's time to put those plans into action. Look at God. Now look at that. I'm going to read it again. This is confirmation for you, Capricorn. After the planning period of the Two of Wands, it's time to put those plans into action. That means you've made a decision. You already know what needs to be done within yourself. You know you need to move forward. You know you need to take action. You know there are some people you need to get away from. Open the doors of opportunity to broaden your scope so that you can have a vision, so that you can have a different perception of life. Start thinking long term and be ready to embrace the change. Be ready to embrace the change. Any and all that you desire is possible, it is obtainable. And just because you've heard words from someone else's mouth outside of you, they cannot define who you are or your victory, Capricorn. Go get your blessing. Go get your blessing. Later.